everyone. Listening to Stuart Pennington. He's a bloody nice bloke.
So I feel honoured for two reasons. Not only that you're on the show, but also you replied to my email during the week, during the middle of a Wales game at the Euros.
It shows my commitment, doesn't it? It shows my commitment to my craft.
There are a couple of other people on the album, some familiar Canadian voices.
Yeah.
From the likes of Chad Kroeger of Nickelback fame. Tyler Shaw is huge over there. Out of everyone you've worked with on the album, let's play a round of Snog, Marry, Avoid. Who would you snog? God. Who would you marry and who would you avoid?
Snog. Okay. I would marry Chad Kroeger for the financial security.
I love it. It's great stuff. I do worry slightly for your boyfriends.
Yes, little concerned. At this point, I should just come with a disclaimer. Like, I just need you to know that if you're going to date me, I'm going to write a song about you. Just, it's going to happen. So are you ready for that or not? That's up to you.
There will come a time when you read a song. And how good or bad that song will be is entirely up to you.
Exactly. So you better treat me right. Yeah.
Have you ever had that awkward conversation?
Yes, actually, it's coming to mind immediately. And unfortunately, it was more than once. I'd get these messages. I'd put the song out and they'd be like, that sounds awfully familiar. I'm like, yeah, funny story. Surprise.
Oh, well, that's all part of the rich tapestry of life.
I'm an artist.
I would be honoured if you wrote a song about me. I mean, what a way to go,
Right? I mean, what a way to be remembered.
I did Fireman Sam's theme song. I sing Fireman Sam. Right?
Yeah, that was the thing that stood out for me. I was like, I remember as a kid watching this. This guy sang the song.
There's a whole generation. And the weird thing is, I look at my YouTube channel. The big hit still, it's like I've had 80,000 views of the Fireman Sam song over the last 28 days. I mean, it's bizarre. But I did. I had 4 kids. So what am I going to do? Somebody offers you a gig. You take it. And you live with the consequences, Stuart. You live with the consequences.
Do your kids know at the time that you'd written that, or did you keep that one?
They were totally embarrassed at the time. And now they're in their 20s and early 30s. 2 of them live in London. And I got to tell you, one of the first lines they use when they're chatting people up is, yeah, my dad sang Fireman Sam.
Now, we're off-piste a little bit. I didn't realise until very recently that you and Stuart Kershaw were the songwriters and founders of Atomic Kitten.
Yes. Stuart and I are responsible for inflicting Kerry Katona upon herself and the rest of the world, which she has forgiven me for. But yeah, we created Atomic Kitten. We wrote the whole of their first album, including the massive hit single Whole Again, which of course has now taken on another lease of life with it being adopted by the England fans. And I'm eternally amused that there's hordes and hordes of heterosexual middle-aged English men all singing how much Gareth Southgate still turns them on,
I love doing local radio because, 1 minute I'm doing Ulster, the next minute I'm doing Lancashire, and then I'm doing Essex, and all the accents are appropriate. There's not like that sort of BBC voice that there used to be.
No, I'm not very good at that. They'd never let me on. They wouldn't believe it if I tried.
Stuart Pink, did you say? Okay, perfect.
The worst gig was probably in 1968 or 69. We'd just done Cracker Jack, and we were doing this gig, 2 nights in this gig somewhere near Margate, and 3 people turned up. And one of those women is still a fan. Poor girl.
Yeah.